Hello, welcome to our Adventures in Azrim campaign that we're watching here with Viva La Dirt League, a watch party, if you will. We're on episode 137. If you would like to follow us in our journey on our adventure here, please check out that link. If you are live, if you're on YouTube, go in the description. You can start from the very beginning. Let's have a fun night tonight, and let's check out episode 137. They're in the middle of this heist. They're trying to frame...
What can you see?
It's a big warehouse.
Okay, the warehouse.
The last
So this is the
entirety
whole
of the
building.
warehouse building.
So far,
Thank
weapons?
you, Ginger. You are.
You'll find that the Erangel steel would go in this warehouse as well. And he can see that there is a lab downstairs.
Drugs.
That's all you're going to get from his little scouting mission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially turn this into a reverse heist. Because you're going in to plant things rather than steal things, it's basically a heist mission, but in reverse. Based on your skill check, you get a number of heist tokens, which you can then use when you come up against the challenge. You can then use that to flash back to how did you prepare for this particular challenge.
So all of us need to, the way we need to perform this is go, so I knew that they were going to XXX, so I knew that I needed to XXYZ.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah.
Bingo, exactly that. So what do you do? What do you do to prepare? You've got the lay of the land now. You know what
Rob's like, bingo, exactly that. Okay, Adam.
you're going into.
Okay.
Bodgers is just going to be like, I knew they'd die by my axe. So I sharpened my axe.
So I sharpened the extra sharp, and I went in with my rage, and let's go. No.
Break it down like it's a
rewind time before that's canon.
I'm using my hero token, my heist token.
I love it, like, is it like a real detailed breakdown? Like, I knew that.
On that,
their necks would be weak to see.
on that topic as well, it should be pretty obvious, but to make it explicit, if you go in there and kill anybody, I'll turn this into a combat in any way, then it's...
Oh, wait a second. They have some type of token that I completely forgot about. Where did they get it from? It was like a hero token, and if they put it in, it had benefited them somehow. I completely forgot about that. What was it? Remind me, everyone.
kind of screwing the whole framing thing.
The whole thing out the window.
You were heard.
That makes me feel
This
like
is
he's
never
not
gonna
heard
work.
at all.
This is never going to work. Like, we're putting
We're
a lot
gonna
of so much
we're gonna
faith
fuck
in
this
Bob.
up. We're gonna fuck this up somehow.
You were heard. Shing shing.
Pop up.
Because of the bad
Some
trick.
Cool
mushroom.
restaurant.
I suppose there's a world where, like, say we do get
Rich is playing
discovered
guitar-wise,
if
listening.
that happens, and
Yeah.
you either sleep them or kill them,
Yeah.
and then dispose of their. There is a world where you can like Hitman,
Yeah,
like you can.
you just have to be aware that, like, if something like that happens, you go to plan B, plan C, plan D.
You then have to deal with like
Repercussions of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Okay, we got to get into this warehouse. Now we got to do it stealthily, okay?
Well, stealth is optional.
Okay.
Okay.
Retro's sharing his experience right now in his room. He's chilling out, playing guitar-wise, listening to us, trying to get his own sound. And Paula's given me the answer here. They get a hero token at the beginning of each session, but they hardly ever use them. Paula? Yes. Have they ever even used one of them? I'm trying to think. I can't think of a time that I think they've used the hero tokens.
No, but when stealth is optional, stealth is the best choice. It's the smartest way to go.
Okay. All I'm saying is that it's just an option.
okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it will reduce collateral damage, and we won't die. So there's that.
Yes, but then you could kill people.
They always
Yeah, but
do.
I don't have an counter.
Daff says, I don't know. They forget about all the items they have. They always do. They rarely ever use their items. That's so true. Sorry if you guys hear a dog barking in the background. This dog is just having a fit over there, and they don't obviously care about it. Vincent said, I am gaming and watching. Hello, all. Okay, Vincent, cool. Vincent is gaming while listening to us. Maddie's letting us know that they've used them, but not often. I can't think of a time that they've ever used them.
Argument. That's a strong argument. But stealth.
Okay, how about this? How about a compromise? One sword and I kill half the people.
Stealthily. Yeah.
Love it.
I'll creep up behind.
Also, Coco would like us to know that she's coincidentally making chicken tender wraps. The last time it was burgers, and the time before that you did some type of ground chicken thing because you're in a chicken vibe right now, Coco. And I was saying that I had Chick-fil-A that day. I remember this, Coco, and I gotta tell you, I'm feeling like chicken again.
Find them before I brutally murder them. Decided. Let's go.
This is the best I'm gonna get.
It's okay, I never use
Okay,
repercussions.
what's the plan? So there's 3 people here.
I was thinking.
Currently?
I mean, I could.
Apparently 3.
I could use my.
While you're here, you also saw somebody in the office building.
Yeah.
You also saw the guard on duty in the guardhouse.
downstairs.
And while you're in the streets outside of this premise, you see another couple turn up in a wagon and like.
Daph's asking a really good question. Don't they have a giant's head? I know that at one point Badger had a giant's testicle and a toe. I know that much. I think he imbued the testicle and toe into his hammer, though. And Daph's saying maybe the head from episode 10, and that was the hill giant way back on episode 10. I remember that, but I don't know if that's the head. Maddie would like us to take a break here and check the look at this DG section. Let's check this out real quick. Sorry, everyone, if you're really into this particular episode and you're sorry for the interruptions, but Maddie, as our thumbnails are. Yeah, but I don't have another counter argument. That's a strong argument. I know that's funny. That's funny. I think that went over my head when I was talking about Coco's chicken tender wraps, which sound delicious.
I'll start.
So people are coming and going. There is a family that operates from this building.
Look at me here. Here we go. I knew I had to get the swords. I'll take the swords.
Okay.
I knew it. Give me the weapons. I knew I had to get the weapons into the weapon storage place because that's the only place that I took any real notice of when they were talking about it, and that makes sense to me. And I was
You
like,
have been fixated on that.
I have been fixated on that.
Should we come up with a group plan first? Before talking about our different individual elements.
Because I was like,
Although you said it's a group skill check, so we can do it.
No, it's individual skill checks. So you just tell me what it is that you're doing to prepare for the mission, and then I'll say like, all right, make an athletics check, make a stealth sleight of hand
might
check.
make sense to just send one person in with all the stuff, maybe.
Well, how about the guy that can turn into a bat?
Can all of the stuff fit in one person's
Spilling
pocket?
tea.
Yep. Because horses are pretty big.
Portals. Can you portal? Do the portal thing.
Genuinely could. Genuinely could.
Dimension door.
Could dimension door.
Just spilled
Does
tea
dimension
all
door
over
make
my
a sound?
leg.
I don't think so. What's the casting? Is it a verbal component?
It's only a
This is going to work out
So
great.
anybody near you when you
alone
cast
to a
it can
building
hear you
always
casting
works
it,
out
but the spell itself doesn't
Damn
necessarily make a sound. Very visual though. Big purple.
Oh yeah, so V is the only thing that's got there. So
Put it into the weapons room, into a small room that wouldn't because nobody's.
I can't do it a lot, but what we could do is literally I dimension door Bob and myself in there. We quickly plant it all and we dimension door away again. I can do back and forth. Well, obviously 2 castings, but
Send someone in, unlock the back door as an escape route just in case. And then
yep, I could do that.
Just in case, and then we could come rushing in if need be as well.
Yeah.
What's up, CD?
I could use my
Welcome.
favorite spell,
Thank you for
disguise
becoming
self.
an algorithm.
Classic.
Classic. Classic. I'm just thinking of things. I could disguise myself as one of them, go and knock on the door and
Yep. I
distract
mean, I have disguised stuff as well. Like we've seen the guard.
You do with your mask.
I do.
We saw the guard.
Budget's just like.
Did you say 2 people drove in?
A bodge.
Yeah,
and then
came
away
in,
again.
Wagons came out again. Yeah.
Oh, we could disguise ourselves as the 2 people that we saw do that and be like, oh, we're back. Sorry, forgot to drop off a couple of. If we get discovered, that is. Ideally, we don't get discovered. If we do, plan.
Yeah.
We forgot to drop off the other things. We're just popping them down.
Each of you make an investigation check, just real quick.
18.
19.
20 dog.
Nat 20.
Net 20 dog.
19 plus 4, 23.
Baradun falls on his face.
What did you get?
No one.
That one.
No one and
I
nat
got
20.
18 plus.
Baradun is just standing in front
Everyone
of the
goes,
wall.
I know, and I go,
Oh, there's a wagon approaching.
Oh, this is good. We'll see if they turn in. Oh, they are. They're turning in, so it must be a delivery.
oh guys, I saw the compound. It's over there.
No, compound's over here.
That's just a random building. I think it's a
In the
bank.
bird! In look, there's a dragon.
What's up,
Dragon,
no
there's a
crab?
dragon in the
Welcome.
sky.
Thank you for becoming an algorithm.
That's the
If you have a close look at them, maybe you can disguise self as them later.
Yeah, right.
Every hour on
Get
the
another
hour.
moustache going.
Yeah, so it seems like every hour on the
That's a pretty lady.
we're doing a lot of.
Because we're in Straya.
We're doing some reconnaissance.
Guys would like to follow along. Here's our D&D list. We are having a watch party right now. It's fun.
There's water over there. I'm gonna go for a swim.
I hope he drowns.
Oh,
Ideal.
thank you, Supermod Daft.
That's dingo shit. That's dingo shit there.
That's just dingo.
That's dingo shit. That shit's dingo shit.
You all, you three, all got a really good look at the two people that drove in and
Damn, so it can't be me.
and came back out again. You also recognise
You did,
that
Maddie.
they had a resemblance to someone you know, and you rack your brains trying to think of it. That bad that helped us kill the hill giant.
Dude. Daft. Holy God. Did you know this was going to happen with the hill giant? We were just talking about this.
Ellie's character.
What the hell? Did you actually know about this? Dude, wow, man. You have got that serious, crazy telepathy, man. Oh, shit. You went astrological on that.
Thank you. I was like, what?
You went
Ellie's
astrological.
character.
That is nuts.
The one with the
Yeah, right.
Like a
What's
familial resemblance.
What's going on? What's happening in your brain?
What's going
He just watches them go.
Crazy.
I noticed
dude.
that
Taking
one
you
of the
to Vegas.
drivers that was coming in and out looked a lot like you remember that bad
Aldwina?
yeah remember her?
Allie.
What was her last name?
Harwood.
What was Aldwina's last name?
I think it was last name Ali.
Wasn't it Custodiate?
I don't.
Is he just now figuring this? Wait a second. Is Rowan, aka Bodger, just now figuring this out? I mean, you guys thought I was slow. Okay. Like, I knew this was happening wow. I thought Rowan actually knew what the fuck was going on. That was my mistake. Look at Rob's face, says it all, right, Maddie?
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I guess so. That's a detail that like I don't know.
Elvina Custodiate was her name.
Wow, was it? Was it that long? Maddie says this was like 3 years later. Are you kidding? There was a 3 year. Yeah, you're right. Holy shit. If you think about it, yes. Because this is episode 137. So this would literally be almost 3 years ago. Yeah, you're right. Holy God. Okay, to be fair, you're right, to be fair. But we knew this right from the get-go. So I would just like to hear it for everybody on this adventure with us. Let's hear it for our party. Little over 2 years, like 2.5, 3 years almost. Going towards the 3 year mark. It's like 2.5 years.
There you go.
In it goes.
Yeah, I'm actually remembering now. Yeah, it was Custodiate. Now that I think about it.
I'm also, even with a 1, remembering now that shit. Well, I mean, I can make a remembering check, I guess.
You can just remember.
Wait. Doesn't that elf look familiar to you guys?
Nope.
Are you sure?
No.
That's exactly when I started DG in the morning, was right after COVID. Like, in fact, it was before it. It was like 2 weeks before everything hit. And I started DG in the morning. I think I'm on episode 260 or something, close to it. So I've been doing this for like 4.5, 5 years. Wow.
Maybe she should. Maybe she like a family resemblance
crazy.
to someone you've met. Maybe.
Is that my sister?
Nope.
Guys, it looks a lot like that elf, the bard that we used to travel with.
Who the heck are you talking about?
Aldwina. And remember her last name?
Is she going to make an appearance in this? I would love if she made an appearance in this.
Wasn't that like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
No, it was only
ago.
3.5 months. I wasn't with you, so I don't know why I know that. But it was 3.5 months ago in game.
I don't believe
Yeah,
it.
that's
Her
a weird
name
thing. That's
was
a weird thing for you to say.
Her name was Aldwina Custodiate.
Whoa! What?
What other name do we know that's Custodiate?
No idea.
No idea. Stop asking random questions.
Aldwina, look at the top of the warehouse over there. It says
Custodiate Industries.
That's a weird coincidence.
Wow, Daft. Wow.
It's good that there's no like higher
Wow,
power relying
dude.
on you guys remembering that information.
Daft let me know that we're on episode 248 tomorrow. Oh my God, man. Wow. Wow.
From 3 years ago.
That is very good.
Not canon.
She freed some slaves in Straya and was escaping from her family.
That's right.
There's no way we can
The
work
only
this.
backstory that she gave you was, I'm on the run from some high elves in Straya after freeing some slave children.
And her
Guys,
last
I
name
think we
was
let her go.
Custodian.
There's nothing to be
And
gained
my
here.
last name is Custodian.
There's no
So
synergy
then when I was
happening.
like, they're finally in Straya. The Custodiate family smuggle people. And you were like, yep. And I was like,
Hard
none
out.
of them remember that at all.
Not at all.
So this is
But
her
everybody in the
family
comments
that
does.
she's running
Good
away
job,
from.
people.
Yeah.
Not an ounce.
Her own
Yeah.
family.
Her own family.
So
Sweet.
wait, she is.
So when you
Well, they put that in the
when
not
you
important
say
part.
with
Yeah.
my net 20, I recognize someone that looks
Yes.
familiar.
Yes, I remember Vanessa. Maddie says, here's a question. Do you remember Vanessa? Yes. Vanessa is not Bodger's girlfriend, because I always confuse Vanessa with the girl that starts with an S. It is the girlfriend of Bodger, who got bit by a vampire. What is her name? Why do I always confuse Vanessa with her? Vanessa was the... God. I'm thinking of Stephanie. See, I remembered it started with an S. Oh, no. Give me a moment. I'll think about it.
What you're saying is that it is her.
No.
No, you're not. Okay.
Familial
That's
resemblance to
familial.
her.
Okay.
That's what SPACs you go in. Oh, this is the
So,
family
hang
she
on,
was
guys.
running away from.
So, not 20. I just remember saying that person. I just remember
Guys, not 20.
Furbolg. She was the Furbolg. Was she the Furbolg? Vanessa was the Furbolg from the very beginning. Yes. I'm right, right, Maddie? I think I'm right.
I just remember that
Visiting
person.
character, that's
That
all.
person walking out.
Yes,
Remember
she
that
was the
bad
Furbolg with the...
What does that have to do with anything?
With the wolves.
Same character.
Remember, she was
But
from.
you're
She was a
rehashing the same
custodian.
conversation.
She was a custodian. Remember?
Custodian.
Custodian. And so she was the smuggling of the people. Remember?
Yeah.
The whole conversation we just had? Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There it is.
Crazy.
That's
Anyway.
Anyway, forget about that.
I reckon we continue with the plan.
No, she wasn't a Furbolg. She was...
I didn't
That's
see
not the race she was. That's not the race. What race was she? It started with an F. She was a druid, but it started with an F. Now I'm trying to think of the race. Furbolgs are not what she was not one of those. Didn't it start with an F? Damn it.
face well enough, did I? So
You face planted
No,
under
but
the
we've
door.
just told you that.
no, but sorry. In terms of doing
in terms of doing disguise self,
disguise
on
self,
them, you didn't
I
see
can't
them,
do it. I didn't see them. So someone else.
You've seen, Ellie's Eldwina's face well enough that you could be like, I'm going to disguise myself to look kind of like her, but different, like a male version of her or something.
I feel like that would be a bad idea. You, two of you can do the two people that just drove away. I can see the guard in the guard tower.
Yeah.
I do remember her. I just can't remember.
Walk up to her.
I was trying to
But we
remember
don't have
what
a
race
fourth
she was.
person to
I'm pretty sure it
So,
started with an
as
F.
a-
Also,
I
a little
say-
bit suspicious that the guard isn't in the guard tower. He's in here for some reason.
So you didn't let me
They asked
finish.
him
You
to
didn't let me
unload
finish. So what I was saying
Right.
is that we could disguise ourselves like that.
Good plan. Good plan, Bodger.
So Greg and Bob. The plan that we were already talking about.
Yeah.
Disguising ourselves as the custodian.
Bodger
as
comes
custodian.
up with plans just a few seconds after we've described the plan.
What is your preparation? You can tell me like, we spend the rest. My preparation is I'm going to spend the rest of the day looking to see people coming and going.
Okay.
That can be your preparation. I'll ask you to make a perception or an investigation check.
Yeah, right.
Your perception might be like I try and go into the nearby town and I sweet talk one of the guards when he comes off duty and I try and like get the password to get in.
I think she might have been a Furbolg, a female one, like this. Like I'm pretty sure. Oh man, now I'm really digging.
To the place or whatever. And
I can-
roll
if
a
anybody
knows,
persuasion
let us
check,
know in the
or you could be
comments
like,
if you're
I go
watching
to the
on
bar
YouTube.
and I pickpocket a key from him, and that can be up, and I'll be like, sleight of hand.
Okay.
You
So
just
we
tell me
Edit this
something
part
you
out
do.
and we'll do one of these plans.
You tell me one thing that you do that is like something that would fit
Okay.
into an Ocean's 11 kind of movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I will
Okay.
ask for a single check that will encompass your entire preparatory stage, and I'll give you a bunch of tokens, and then later on when you need them, you can be like, I don't have the key to this locked door. I can use my token and say, flashback, this is how I got the key.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Preparations.
I mean, Rob's really got to help him here with the plan because we're on the 3rd episode of them trying to figure this shit out, and Rob's just like, "Hey,
Heist prep.
I would no, I know.
it's a reverse heist." Yeah, it really
I'm
is.
gonna prep.
Meal prep.
I mean, it could be anything. It could be just anything to prep for a heist. Just whatever you got. Like
We could prepare
creative.
some.
Prepare for the heist.
Like maybe you would go to the bar and like I don't know, try and pickpocket something useful from a guard or something, or like maybe you could like go to the compound and be like, oh, I'm drunk, I'm an actor. Use your acting thing to somehow like interact with the guards or something. You're charismatic. You've got charisma, so you can be like, oh, I'm gonna talk to the guards just as examples. I don't know. You've got animal handling or something.
Yeah.
You could be like,
Yeah.
I'll go,
I know what
Rob's
I'm
giving
gonna do.
him too much
do the
credit with
dingos.
this reverse
I know
heist
what I'm
idea.
gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my charisma to talk to one of the guards.
I think I got it. I'm gonna act like a homeless guy. Yeah, and do the thing at the end.
Vincent's asking, pardon me, everybody, but Vincent is asking a question, and he happens to be a patron of the channel, so we will take a moment here. For clarification, in your Discord, do we post any look at this or fan feedback for you to watch something Friday? So if you would like the chance or the opportunity for all of us together to watch for Friday's morning stream, just post it in our look at this area where Maddie has posted this beautiful thumbnail. And that is what you do. And if you're wondering and you're not in our Discord, go to that link. If you're live, check us out. And if you're on YouTube, go in the description and join us. And that's how it happens. There we go. Boom. Expedition 33. You want me to watch a little bit of that? Okay, we'll do that tomorrow. Just for you, Vincent. And what a fun time. Also, for anybody that is a fan, you're going to want to stay tuned for tomorrow. We're having a food contest, by the way, which I will announce soon. $60 to the winner of a contest where we're baking desserts, which is really interesting. You can join our Discord and enter just by posting a picture of your dessert in there, which I will be entering the official contest here shortly. And you can post anything else about your life that you would like to post in here. Like last week, we had a great time talking about Retro's cat. Now, Retro's on the guitar right now, but this is Retro's cat and a proper feline. And this was a running gag last week from fan feedback. And I go over fan feedback every other week. And fan feedback, you can post, Vincent, like things about your life, clips of the stream. Look, Maddie posted her cat here sleeping on top of a bookshelf, which is great. This is wonderful. Java posted a picture of her and her mom on vacation. So that'll be on tomorrow's fan feedback. I'm posting that on the YouTube channel. That'll be a lot of fun. So if you want to post anything about your life or anything that's going on there, audio files, video, pictures, whatever, put them in there and we go over it. And I post the highlights every 2 weeks or so on the YouTube channel.
Tell you what, I'll pickpocket you.
Hey, yo.
It's got to be dessert.
And I'll use my animal
It's got to be
handling
dessert.
to, like, sort
But
the
post
jingle
it
out.
anyway. I want to see.
Oh yeah, go
We don't need you, Rob. Go away.
Yeah.
Surrounded by geniuses. Tell me what you're doing individually to prepare.
So what I do is I go and follow them, and they're in the pub, and I use my mage hand. I go and I
Ginger says
pickpocket
the
them
fourth wall's
and
broken.
try and see if they've got keys or
Alright.
anything on them.
Excellent. Make a sleight of hand check. This is not going to be like you get some keys. This is going to be okay. So
5.
how much?
The bad rolls are back.
If it had been a 4, it would have recharged one of these. But
Yeah, it's
as worst
the
as you can
perfect
get.
bad roll. The perfect bad
it's perfectly
roll.
as bad as it could have been.
Do I use my inspiration?
Am I with you right now?
Use it. You
Uh,
get it back.
can I go-
if
fine.
you
I
do
use
something
my
cool, I'll give you it
inspiration.
back.
So what does that do? I can re-roll it.
Reroll it. Yeah, it's a hero point. You reroll it.
5. I mean, you know.
I gotta go back to that. That is rather funny. I got to. Best slow-mo ever. Rob's laugh is the freaking most amazing.
Five. I mean, you know. Am I with you?
Rob is still going off cackling, dude. That is one of the best. That is one of the best slow-mos of all time. Rob laughing, dude. That is the best. Nikki, thank you so much for that. I love you. Thanks so much. You're awesome, Nikki. You need your button push. Let's push her button, please.
Nikki, the manager, she's managing you. She's managing me, she's managing everyone. She's managing.
Thank you for that subscription.
She's Nikki, the manager.
I was just thinking how crazy it is that I need to figure out how I'm going to pull $10,000 together in the next 4 months for Zoe's wedding. Not going to happen. It's 3 actually. I could sell body parts. I could sell my body to the night.
Myself, basically.
And now that you're like, I knew I had to do this thing, so I f***ed up.
All right,
Pit me out,
5 for a
Pepe,
total
pit me
of
out.
5 plus 11, so still 16.
Okay, 16 is still good. That means you get 2 heist tokens.
If it's worth
So you have 2 of them.
10,000,
Remember them. You have 2 of them. So during the actual heisty mission, you can twice go, I'm going to use mine to flash back to how I have the solution to this particular challenge right now.
Yeah. Which you'll improvise at that moment.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And that's when you'll look down the camera and go, I knew that I would need this. And then
I knew I needed an elephant disguise.
and it
I went and killed an elephant and stuck its skin in my horse pocket.
It will relate to how you got it. Like if you need a key, you pickpocket it in this moment. If you need a password or something, you pickpocket it from them in the moment. Blah, blah, blah.
Right. Cool.
Anybody else? What are you doing for the prep?
Oh God. So wait, you've just gone off by yourself, or are we like? Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw those people, I was
montage.
like,
I'm out.
This is montage where all of the different members of the
we're all
heist
just
team
doing things.
We're all
do
doing
their
things.
thing.
We're prepping.
I've got a thing. If you want to go, so I do disguise myself, and I want to, that you were saying that there were people walking around the building, like trying to other guards.
Yep.
So I wait until I see one of those, disguise self, and then I get on their route and I go talk to the guard, and I'm just having a classic like smoke and a chin wag to him, just basically trying to get as much info as I can.
Perfect.
So it's really subtly, just like I'm probably there for a while.
This is going to be some kind of a career.
My name's Baradun and I'm the High Sorcerer, and I've lost all my powers. What about you?
One of your charisma checks. This can be performance, deception, or persuasion, whichever one makes the most sense to you.
Yep.
I.e., which one you have the biggest
The one that I
modifier
have
for?
+9 in. Yeah. I definitely didn't do this because of that. 12 + 9.
Oh, nice. 21. You get 3 heist tokens for 21. All right.
I want.
So you've got into the compound.
My name's
Just testing it.
You've
the
gone
fall
into
of
the
your high rolls
compound,
and that's
and
regressing to
you're
the
hanging out with a guard.
Yeah, I'm hanging with the guard, yeah.
Outside.
But I looked like, in the guard tower, I guess.
On the guard tower. Okay, right. Okay.
How about you?
My name's Baradun.
I want that. In my downtime in prep for the heist, I make my way over to the dingo thing. Can I get away with this? Do I have to roll?
You can't get into the
I don't want
premises,
to go
into the premises for the dingoes, but
And you can't
You
get
might
into
be
the
able to
premises
work it
unless
out.
you disguise yourself like I did.
I'll use his disguise self mask.
Can I?
So we
Yeah,
can
I get some sort of.
You can
finish
you
your
can borrow
thought,
my-
and we'll see if I can make it
I
work.
somehow try and get to the if I can make that work, get to the dingo thing, and using my animal handling ability, just kind of start to kind of make
Get them on side.
whether it's from outside, kind of like, hey boy,
Nice.
just get them all
Get them
inside.
familiar
and
with your
like,
scent and things,
like,
so they don't
this
freak
and
out
hey,
when you
we're
go
buddies,
on
and then I'm
Alright, cool.
right, I'm out.
You've got a mask of familiar faces, so you lend him that. He disguises himself as a guard or something, gets into the premises.
in,
You walk
like,
over to the
yeah,
dingoes, get them familiar with your scent. Maybe an animal handling check, see how it goes.
20.
Nat 20.
I'm not even kidding.
Nat 20 plus what?
Plus animal handling, 4.
Ooh, one shy. You 3 heist tokens. 25 plus would have got you 4. So 24 total.
Oh my God. Rolls the nat 20 plus 4 bonus. Still 1 short. What?
You get 3 heist tokens. You get some good heist tokens going on here. All right, last one. What are we doing?
I'm gonna try.
Remember,
and
you have
cause-
to relate whatever you use that heist token For?
To something to do
To
with
something you did,
Crazy.
like maybe
With
it was
the
something
nat
you saw
20.
while you were doing the dingo
Yeah.
thing as well. That could work, but
Yeah,
like,
I'm getting ready to improvise.
Yeah.
So you've got my disguise. So I'm going to.
he can also give you back. Like you're doing your montage heist part of a movie. Have you ever seen a heist movie? Just continually
and then
explain how
Bush
this
gave me the
works.
mouse
Okay.
back.
Just
And
says,
give me
I
the
thought
mouse back,
that
and now I'm
20,
going to dress up
God
like kind of
comes
a
down and
homeless,
grants you
or
a
not
wish.
like a dishevelled local who's stumbling back to the
Ginger.
pub and is lost. And I think this is my home, and I'm like, why can't I get in? Like, and I'm rattling at the door, and trying to
you're like-
trying to distract the guards and bring them
Distract
outside
the guards,
to me.
see what security measures they
Yeah,
have
so
against
it's-
dealing with problems. Nice.
Yeah, so that's
so
my
this
plan.
is going to be deception or performance.
So I just check to see which
you
I've
have
got
an,
more.
you have an
of.
actor ability, an actor feat, which gives you
Yes.
advantage on any check made to disguise yourself as somebody else. So
Yeah, I was going to ask if Greg still had all his.
he's still got the
Oh, you don't have
feats.
to get
He's
how
still
to
got the
act,
feats he
mate.
took, actor and lucky.
He still has
But he
those,
just
yeah.
lost his artificer abilities.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, cool. So sorry,
So
I'll use
Deception or performance, either one you've got
deception
advantage for
or-
because of your actor feat.
Okay.
And then rolls with advantage.
Rolls with advantage. 1. Good start.
Good thing you have
Sure.
So is it-
advantage.
Okay. 17.
Ooh, 17 plus
18.
stuff is good. 18 total.
Yeah.
You get 2 heist tokens.
2 ice tokens. All right.
Excellent. So between you have, what's that? 3,
6,
6,
10.
8, 10. 10 heist tokens. Nice, that's good.
That's pretty
So
good.
the heist now begins. The challenges that you have to overcome. The first one is the steel fence and the guard. How are you getting
I
through
killed the fence.
So I knew. Here we go. One of my high songs. I knew that that we'd eventually have to get into the compound.
Right, so we almost missed it, but there was a hole in the fence that was there the entire time. I got the information earlier from the custodian guard. Anyway, weird question. If I was to get into the compound somehow and
This is totally like the Ben Heist series that he does with Board. This is exactly what Ben does, man. These are great. I wonder if this happened around the same time with Board when Ben does the heist.
it wasn't through the front gate, is there like another way in?
Oh, yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a hole in the fence just down there that hasn't been fixed. It's the only place in the whole compound where nobody can see you. It's crazy. Should really fix that.
If you watch that carefully, you can see how I manipulated him with great expertise, and he reveals to me there's a hole in the fence. Is there like another way in?
Oh, yeah, mate. Yeah, there's a hole in the fence just down there that hasn't been fixed.
So we open the dicky hinge, we get through, and we're into the compound.
Bingo. Boom. You are in the compound. Well done. 1 heist token down. The next is the next challenge is that there is a patrol of 2 guards with dingoes and bullseye lanterns.
I knew that we had to get past the guards with dingoes, but I'd been planning for this moment. Because just earlier, I had been using my animal handling skills to calm those dingoes down.
Now I knew that at some stage the dingoes would come around the corner with a guard, and I needed them to run away, so I taught them this. Right, dingoes, listen up. This whistle means run away.
The guards are tugged out of the way. You are past them. Well done. The next is...
This is awesome.
By the time you finished all of your prep and stuff, it's now later into the evening. There are more people around now. There's more people in the bar, and there is now a guard on the front of the warehouse. There's a guard on duty at the front of the warehouse. How is something you've done gonna help you here?
I also knew.
I can do something unless someone else wants to. I go.
I also knew that these guards here were very partial to the dingoes. They'd become good friends with the dingoes, and so using my special whistle, I was like, and one of the dingoes came up and then was that, hey, I want to play with you. It was kind of going, ooh, 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 ooh. And then I was like, come here, and I chased after the dingo and went, that shit's dingo.
Yes.
Now I had predicted that at some stage I would need to teach the dingo to come and distract the guard by playing with it. So I taught them this very complex whistle with my animal handling skills. Now, when I do this whistle, I need you to make a big distraction, do lots of barking. And the whistle goes like this.
That's dingo
Sounds
shit.
like the dog
That's
next
dingo
door.
That's
shit.
dingo shit. Oh yeah, that's dingo shit. And he went to go
starts
clean
picking
up.
up things and playing fetch with this dingo.
Yeah, distracted
drops
the-
it a little bit too soon, so he has
that
to go and pick up
works.
the thing and distract the thing. It works. The dingo distracts the guard on the duty. All right, now you're in the warehouse. Let's put you on the page. We've got you. We got you. We got you. And
It's like a
we've
real
got you.
high-pitched one that no one can hear.
We haven't brought Cleric Greg for some reason. I don't know who's got him, but we had him last time, I think, and forgot him this time. Well,
For real,
oh
Eric.
well. Can you put them up over there?
Good to see you, buddy.
All right, you are in the entrance to the thingamabob.
Okay.
We're in.
They're
I've
in.
got 2 left. Ron's got 1 left. You guys have both got 2.
Keep in mind that one of the other challenges, as it were, is that there is a rowdy pub of about a dozen patrons only 60 feet from you now. So there's nobody in the warehouse currently except the
Where do we enter here?
No, there.
You went in through the front entrance through the where the guard was on duty. Cool.
I mean, it's
so
rowdy. They're making a lot of noise.
They're making noise, but you are only like 60 feet away. So.
Okay.
Correct.
That is something you got to keep in mind. But now we can go back to sort of regular D&D-ish sort of things as we decide what to do in this moment.
We need to start looking forward to put the gold. So I'm gonna. My first thing is starting to just like open lids.
Yeah.
All right. So you start to look around for lids. Make me an investigation check, please.
I follow behind Baradin and close the lids properly. Is
that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing with your guidance?
That's what I'm doing with my guidance.
You give me guidance.
I give you guidance. I give you guidance.
We went over this so much at the start.
I give you guidance.
So I roll.
That's why I give him guidance.
Okay, it must be in one of these boxes. Oh, it must be in one of these boxes. If someone gave me some guidance, I might be able to find it quicker.
Huh?
Maybe. I was just saying. I was just saying if someone helped me, gave me a bit of guidance, I might be able to find it in these boxes. You know?
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Oh
Like,
my
you know,
God.
if I was given guidance, I might be able to find it in one of these boxes, you know?
Okay, I mean, it's a weird thing to keep saying.
Like if someone here had the spell guidance and guided me to where it is in these boxes.
I don't understand what you're
Use guidance on me, Greg! Use guidance on me, Greg!
Oh yeah, guidance.
Thank you.
So between the 2 rolls, I get. What did you say I'm rolling?
Investigation.
I'm just patting him on the back. Guidance.
18 to
Guidance.
Guidance.
Slapping him on the back of the head.
Guidance.
With an 18 investigation, you can see that some of these things are indeed storeroomy kind of equipments for the bar, the tavern. So it does include some food items, some drink, that sort of stuff.
Right, food.
You start immediately chucking the
In the appropriate
rare,
things, obviously.
In the
Guidance.
appropriate places.
Guidance.
Rare
Lid,
orcish
lid,
spices.
Guidance. Lid. Guidance. Oh, wait,
Orcish
get lid.
spices.
God. Lid.
Can I see guides real quick?
Yeah.
So you
Probably
see
only
with this
cast it.
casting components V and S.
Yeah.
So that means that they're
Very
in order to
short.
cast that spell.
Yeah.
Very short. It's a very short spell.
Very short spell.
Got it.
It means that there is an S for somatic component, so there's like a hand symbol you do.
Yeah.
And then V means vocal, so there's a vocal component to the spell as well. and in my games, a vocal component, because it's specifically using the weave magic and the way that your vibrations of your sound is literally affecting the world,
Yeah.
it has to be loud enough for anybody within like 30 feet to be able to hear it.
Okay, so he said.
So you can't
they're
whisper the
60
spells,
feet away.
otherwise it doesn't magic it.
So you can't get away
So
with
if you start getting closer up here and
where are
still
you? Yeah,
casting
okay.
spells,
So I
they're
can-
likely to hear you.
It'll have the opposite effect.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be.
So you're whispering as much as you can, but you're
Okay, so
Okay.
as
Still has to be
soon
loud
as
enough
we're
that the
within
magic
30
takes
feet,
hold.
which we're not yet,
Yeah.
quite.
But then.
all right.
Okay.
So you start investigating things. You find where to put the wine, the whiskey, and the herbs and spices.
Yep.
You also find that the rats and vermin that you've seen around the place have started to get a little bit larger at night time. They're a little bit more active. So you see that around the place there are a few.
They are getting larger?
Yes, they are.
Oh.
The numbers are getting larger.
Oh, sorry, the numbers are getting
The numbers are getting larger.
There are
No.
more of them. More of
But
them.
there are also larger ones that
Bigger
you've seen.
ones. More of them and bigger ones.
I don't think it's gonna be a problem.
Jesus.
Probably not a problem, right?
Did I say Baraduna?
All right, that is another one. I can't wait for next week to watch this. I feel like we're getting close to the conclusion of this entire reverse heist that Rob has set out forever. I think 4 episodes now. 4 episodes. I think this is going to wrap up this. Are they going to do it? Are they not? I don't know, but I know Maddie's got thumbnails for it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to like and share. You guys are doing fantastic on everything. You guys are sharing and liking. Just keep it up. We're doing great. Thank you so much. See you next week.